Game was defensive. Think about this, Tremont. I lost 23-15, right? I threw 2 pick sixes, and he blocked my extra point for 2 points. So how many points on offense did he put up?
Damn, bro, sorry the dog wouldn't listen to me, man. Damn.
Nigga scored once on offense, bro, and I beat myself. Like, I never throw that many picks, bro. Even with Kaz, I don't be throwing that picks, bro. And I threw for almost 300 yards. Like, and I threw a pick six. That nigga decent. Yo, hello, that shit gonna be some problem.
You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have 2 teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Saints going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
It's gonna be me and him fighting for the division, man. I don't think nobody else gonna beat that nigga with that cover 6 show 4.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready.
That cover 6 show 4, bro. Like, I don't know, Tremont. I don't know what the fuck. That shit stops everything, bro.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is taking about 7 yards deep.
You run the ball, these niggas flowing to the fucking ball. I don't know how niggas let their team do that. Like, if they running the ball, the team automatically flow the way the run going. Like, I don't get how niggas doing this shit. They don't. Them niggas make the right read every time.
Here, press coverage look defensively. Coleman now. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split
That shit is
second.
wild. Every time I ran the ball, these niggas flowing right there. Kuechly, Shaq, and all. I'm like, oh my fucking god.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
And then every time I try to run up the middle, Quan Short fucking break off the damn block.
Like, power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to.
That shit debate, dog. If make you try to run up the middle and you gonna get like 2 yards. Like,
oh my god, bro.
That shit has me playing different in that league though, cause it's like I only get 1 4 down. Like that shit is fucking.
Falcons. Tevin Coleman,
73 yards,
and the Falcons have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score
what the fuck happened?
What you think of bullshit run, Cato?
While they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays.
Stop and run 3 times in a row, then the last one it just pops off. Look at this shit, bro. But I get stuck on the. I'm not about to deal with Madden right now, bro. I hate with the dumbest shit.
You missed the whole offseason, nigga. You thought niggas' teams was gonna be the same, like.
And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah. Go number 4. Go number 4.
For the Saints.
Shifting the turbo. Shifting the turbo. I know that nigga name ain't Lil Tasty.
Drew Brees on my team.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a little tasty. He let him go to free agency. He on Doug team now. He beat and Drew Brees won his first game against Moonbrook.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
He won his first game. He on the Bengals. He beat Moo last night.
That's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They stopped after
Oh, the
only
glory
a
of being
yard,
week
taking it
2
down to the 14.
before we get to
Looks like
week
they're establishing
1.
a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And
Fuck out of here, Kane, bro. Niggas can't hold a block for 2 fucking seconds, huh?
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Think it stopped, whatever.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Over to the
Oh
right
my
side,
god, bro. What a joke.
now this is
What
gonna
a
be
fucking
close.
joke.
The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on
Bro,
4th
don't
down,
start.
they are absolutely elevated.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own
D, you don't
6-yard
understand.
line.
Playing trial OPS
They go
team, you
play
can't
fake.
settle
The
for 2
problem is
points.
nobody was faked out.
And when
No.
D, you want to get muted, bro? Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. A really
We
nice
play this nigga
gain
twice a
of
year. You
25
don't. We know what we gotta do
yards.
to win the damn
And
game.
defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defense.
Look at this shit, bro.
Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You
can never just tackle a nigga. Why has to be a
Bring
fucking
more
tackle
pressure
battle?
towards
It's
the
just
quarterback,
fucking trash.
Still try and cover downfield.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall.
Wow, that play got shut
Damn!
down.
As soon
Look
as
at
the
the
snap
50.
came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit.
That's what happened the fucking first time.
So you can make
Got a
move.
bullshit ass touchdown
There
off
was
that
nothing there
shit.
for him.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn.
So we're not getting that ball, huh? Good. That makes complete sense to not get the ball that's on the 15-yard line. Fucking A, yeah, bro. That makes complete
Back out
sense.
onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And tough starting field position here. Oh, a nice spin.
So my fucking guard can't get there before I can. You fucking gotta be a joke. Fucking joke, bro.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get
But I'm getting
this
stuck on retarded shit, right?
line.
It's like I can't
4
run past
yards
my
on the
own play.
pickup there as it'll leave him with a
Yeah.
third and about 4 more
That's cool.
for a first. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He goes underneath to Ingram. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 15 and a first.
Nigga, Knowing
you
this
get a
game,
bullshit fumble?
they would have made
Fuck
him
outta
fumble 6. Right, like, the fuck? Like,
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the
little
football
tasty
first
out here
down,
eating, though.
I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Why you trying to compete with me for offensive rookie of the year, man? Chill.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete.
There's no such thing as pass interference.
Shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. And on 2nd and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go play action with Taylor. And Ginn's got it. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. This time Taylor will throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will
Coleman
be
back there,
kill
him.
Here are the Falcons as their
That's what
offense
he
heads
doing,
back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Coleman, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Wait, what happened, Fox?
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
What happened, Fox?
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone,
you're
sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This is Coleman. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, it's Coleman, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes
you gotta do better against getting clocked. Like, you gotta play defense.
You get additional blocking at the second level.
You can't blame nobody.
Yeah, but you already know, like, you stop a run and then they get a bullshit run for yards.
Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They will run again with Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You ain't got a punt, so why not?
Ryan.
What a
And
joke.
the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
What a fucking joke.
How'd that ref in the pass and hit him in his waist?
But you have to know
It's in his fucking waist. I've done that shit. That's fucking joke, bro.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They go play action with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a 4-3. Same 4-3's always been.
Tackles for a loss, Charles.
I don't run 4-6, man.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing. And it's actually beating them to the point of attack. And
I don't run 4-6.
Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
He gets him a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Fox, that shit stop your runs too, nigga. Don't play dumb.
A handoff as they run the counter play. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new
I ran it one time, but okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right.
I think it takes 80 years to throw the ball.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. They go play action now. Taylor.
What a fucking joke, man.
Ricardo Allen with a pick and a potential turning point.
I can't control what happens in the game, and EA want to fuck me in the ass, bro.
Late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield,
you
can give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Past the 20. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution?
Nigga, I didn't even throw it yet. He threw that shit. That's so...
Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And some space here. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Let me get him, D.
Let me get him, D. Let me get him, D. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide.
I'll give you my first.
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
What you looking for?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Oh, damn. Well, you're not going to get that. Nobody trade no damn quarterback.
The pick 6. He's gonna fire
look what you trying to get.
Tyrod just leaves the bitch up there, bro. Like, this nigga acts like he can't throw the bitch, bro. Oh my fucking god, dude! I do better with nobody at quarterback.
First possession of the third
Man, he do better with nobody at quarterback.
You gonna throw the ball.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He won one now. Ain't nobody giving up their quarterback. Niggas trying to win too.
37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
I'm starting to think MVP. I'm starting to think QB accuracy deal with momentum, bro.
Out of the gun,
I'm telling
it's
you.
Ryan. He's got Sanu.
You have a yellow zone there for no reason.
The 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, one
They got
fucking
18
job.
yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
What?
So they're operating in the red zone.
Oh, niggas coming too fast.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's
Why
drying
not?
up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I'm like Mega
The
Man.
Falcons
I
on
assimilate.
3rd down. They converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like
What
the
the?
ball.
What you say yesterday? The great value version just fine. I guess just I mean shit. All right, just say no
Doing a
more.
nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
It's good to be the kicker for the top
Listen,
offense in the NFL. And
if I tell you how to set that shit up, if I tell you how to set that bitch up, you better not run that bitch on me. I got time for that shit.
So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe. Willie Snead all alone.
I
He's
do.
at the 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead with a return of 102 yards.
I'm downstairs making some pizza.
And
Hold
the
on.
Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Look at this shit, bro. It fucking lagged. This dang good game, bro. Like, I can't do nothing if my X don't register. Can't do shit, bro.
We know where we are.
Look at
But
the fucking shit, boy.
that
Dang.
binds you up so much that you try too hard. You
Oh,
don't
but the
get
kickoff works
score.
perfectly fine, huh?
Perfect combination of
Fuck outta here.
urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have
I don't think
returned
that's
that
funny.
one.
I think
He
that's
won't.
kinda
He'll go down
painful.
to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another
Disappointed
team.
having
Their
light blue.
drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
I'm downstairs
with
making
another
lunch.
score.
Like, hold
Third quarter, but you
on.
just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
I'm making me a supreme pizza. Like, relax.
2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Look at this fuck shit, bro.
And they'll get it up just
It's a
short of
fucking
45
joke,
at
dude.
the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles?
No, I was talking to the Jags
Never stop
earlier.
moving.
He was
And he'll give it here
raging.
to his running back. And he'll get
The Jaguars was raging. He was like, cause he hit me up cause he thought I had Ross. And I was like, nah. I was like, the committee denied my trade. Shit trash. He's like, yeah, man, this committee flawed, man. He was like, last night I was arguing with them for hours because they wasn't trying to pull the Odell trade. I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. I was like, based on the nut ass trades they be doing, I ain't see nothing wrong with your Odell trade.
This run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Wait, that trade went through? So they approved it.
Play action. It's Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was cool.
Nobody want to block, bro. It's just a joke. But he gets dumb as fucking holes, right?
To the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
You wanna know what's funny, MVP?
On 3rd down, Taylor.
My offensive playbook got 200 plays.
And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Yep.
He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Will.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
The Panthers, apparently.
Keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
His passes
this nigga threw it so fucking
picked off down near the 5.
The AFC soft. I know you see what I did to the damn Patriots.
Guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And the drive starts
Look
with
at
a
that shit,
handoff to
man.
Coleman. And he's
Fucking
up past
joke.
the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football,
taking
care of the
audible,
ball,
huh?
all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
I might have to play you, man.
You
You really want to do that?
ending up winning this game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Hey, your MVP, when you saw AMS out
It's
there.
Coleman, and he'll lose
After the
yardage on
draft.
this one back to the 13. That'll make it
Bitch, I don't
fourth
be
down
listening.
after a loss of 1.
I know, so why the
On
fuck
this
y'all
day,
be in
the
here? Y'all don't be
ground has been
listening.
his, but at least on that
Cause my dick
individual
wrong.
play, we just saw
Alright,
the
next
defense
question.
finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
Cause I be playing
Kinda
games
like a
and
baseball hitter
I don't want to be
in the zone.
focused.
The ball
Y'all be
seems
talking
bigger,
about
and he's
retarded
just
shit.
whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Very good return that
I
time.
have to. I have to
18
be engaged in the
yards. And the
conversation.
Saints
Don't
will
mean I'm
take
listening.
over
But
with a
you're not
first
listening to
down
how
and
you
10.
engage.
No, I'm be engaged in the
Trying to
conversation.
shake off the interception from
I've been through the
last
ball.
drive. He'll look to
Like, I know he's blitzing it. I've been,
busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4.
Nah,
They
I
got
don't
some
want
push
that.
from the
I
inside.
ain't a nosy ass
And
nigga.
this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who
But
got
it's
the
a
sack,
huge difference.
he's
Buddha
usually
doesn't know what the fuck he's
responsible
talking
or
about.
ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way
Nah,
back
but that's the
and
thing. I
putting
can
the
back
big
up
guy
what
on
I
the
say by
ground?
statistics and evidence. Buddha doesn't.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh,
Exactly.
he's got a little
Statistics and
daylight.
evidence.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not
But
a
it's better
secret
than
to
having
how
nothing,
things
am I
get
right?
done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue
Exactly.
to rely on him in this key
Exactly.
situation.
So would you rather have a guy like Muda whose favorite line is what has he done lately, or would you have a guy that actually knows numbers and can give you examples of when this player did what? Which one would you rather have?
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work
Are you
on your
serious?
tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds,
So bringing up
keep
facts.
the clock
Y'all
running,
both bullshitters.
just go ahead and bleed
It's
the
up
game
in the
out
air.
that way.
And
Now,
down inside the
it's a
15
difference.
he goes. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Just because you got numbers to
Inside
make
the
your
red zone
bullshit
here, they'll look to
sugar
throw.
coated,
Oh, it's a
don't
screen
make it
pass
any
at
less
How would you
bullshit.
sugarcoat it?
And they'll lose yardage here. They
The
go
only-
back
the
We
only
already
reason
came
y'all
to
be calling
the
it-
conclusion
the
that
only
sometimes
reason-
your facts don't back
Gotta
up
give
what
them
you
some
say.
credit there defensively. They snuffed out
So
that
y'all
screen
be-
early on first down.
Really
Because
read it well,
popular-
didn't they? Because they didn't bring the
unpopular,
pressure that they
unfortunately,
expected. They covered all the passing lanes.
Simple man.
Put down as the passer. I think in this
If
situation,
you look at things at face
throw it
value,
in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make
Nigga,
him.
little tasty,
Looking for
man.
Thomas. He's got it.
you don't look
Touchdown,
at
New
things
Orleans.
deeply. You don't look at
Michael
you're inside this
Thomas
box.
from 10 yards out, and the Saints are back within a score. Well, that's about as
Hey, it's
quick
not my
of a
fault I'm
passing
educated, man.
touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty
I be
in-depth
saying
because
this, yo,
people
y'all
want the
niggas
ball
gotta
in the hands of the
educate
quarterback
yourself.
into the
Y'all can't be looking
playmaker's
at things
hands
at face
downfield
value.
as fast as possible.
I gotta find
There are a
things.
lot of plays,
I gotta
a
find
lot
things
of
for
options
yourself.
involved
Stop
with
listening
that.
to
Here
sports
comes the
center.
Falcon offense
They
now
don't
as
know
they get
shit.
set to take over here. Just week 1, but already
They're
plenty
biased
of
to their own
intrigue
era.
with the
They're
games
old.
going on,
They're
and this
all
one no
old men.
different as we come
Not
up
a
on
damn
first and
thing
10.
that they know.
Begin the drive with Coleman. Oh, eluding the tackle and able to stay on his feet past the 30.
You ain't got no problem with
to about
Boogie
the
being an
33-yard
AMS, right?
line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
How does Tremont get the ball back?
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it?
Tremont down 7 with 2 minutes
gritty
left.
run, got behind his pads.
He got the
pulled
ball.
over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Fucking joke of a game, dude. What a fucking joke.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched
that wasn't in back. Oh, wow.
This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dante Moncrief, 66 yards.
Moncrief for 6. The game is tied.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth
20
quarter.
to 20 MVP.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. A win would be their first of the young season. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best
I'm mad because I
bunch.
wanted to trade for some rookies to get, you know what I'm saying, the rookie of the year and all that shit with the XP and shit.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
But the team I got, I don't really need to
play
trade.
at this point in the game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively.
I was pissed off that nigga Lattimore dumbed the fuck out yesterday and playing that Panthers. I don't know if you've seen the play. He did an out route sometime in the second quarter.
And no one wants this
and Marshawn Lattimore was standing right there to pick that shit off, and he just let that nigga catch the ball. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
My blitz never came in, bro. He stood there and then came in.
He got nano detection.
No, he stood there and then came in.
That's the nano detection.
It's so fucking trash.
My heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a
Shit
chance.
is so fucking
garbage. Yeah, bitch, you actually doing what you're supposed to do. Stand still right quick.
Sideline that just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Oh shit, you're fucking this guy up. You hold that, like, oh shit. That's why I stopped playing that.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
What's wrong with your playbook?
You can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
I threw it way earlier than that. And this game is just going to fucking fuck me every fucking time, dude. Nigga wants to wait until he gets over there and throws this shit to him, bro. This shit's so fucking garbage.
The interception
they
just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks.
Shit is so fucking garbage.
Is it something between the ears?
Look, but I'm gonna tell you.
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know,
of course, bro. Of fucking course.
I'm gonna give you.
And this bum ass bitch celebrates. You fucking trash, dude.
Everybody knows what you're gonna do.
Tevin Coleman already his
and not that
second
different.
touchdown here in this
Just
opening
a little bit
weekend.
different.
And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
True determination of a good Madden player is everybody knowing what you're going to do,
so after it's
but they
over,
still
you go
can't
to the
stop
film, find out where the game was really lost.
And the Falcons get
Nigga wants to wind up
Falcons
for 30 years, bro.
Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him.
Man, I wish some. Man, I wish somebody would have the audacity. I wish somebody would have the audacity to run my shit against me. It's not gonna work. I'm like the only nigga that can run my shit.
Oh my god.
The only nigga that can run my shit. And nobody runs it better than me, man.
Coleman had 28 carries. 181. 181.